PMacMovies back with one of PMac's most long-awaited packages in the history of movie collecting. And I'm going to go over the whole story of why. This is the Severin Summer Sale haul. So Severin sale, I believe it. First of all, if you take a look into, like I always say, take a look in the description section for ways that you can help reach out to PMacMovies, help out the channel, support the channel, all those things. So do that. But I want to get right into this thing. This package has taken 2 months to get to me, but that's only the beginning of everything. That's only a part of it. This sale was supposed to start at midnight on, I think it was late June. So I had been sleeping a little bit. I woke up, I saw it's midnight. Because the Vinegar Syndrome sale, I had missed out on some items because I fell asleep. So I wanted to get up and be ready for this one. Well, the Severin, so I get up at midnight and their site is dead. Like, you couldn't get in. People were frustrated. This sale had been advertised for like a month or maybe more. I don't have many Severins in my collection, so there was quite a few things I was looking to get, I was interested in getting. So it was frustrating, and I was up for I don't know how long trying to mess around with it, but I ended up losing hours of sleep just because you're trying to do it, and then I'm kind of giving up but still holding out hope, and then trying to go back to sleep. So that didn't work out. Then they did it again. I can't remember if it was a few days later or what. I can't remember how they did it, or a week later. I can't remember, but they tried the same thing again. They thought they fixed the problems. Same result. So I'm staying up until midnight again. I lose out on several hours of sleep. You fool me once. Shame on... I can't remember what it is. But I got fooled twice, basically. Let's put it that way. So then they said, email in your orders. So you're getting thousands of people emailing in orders. It was just a fiasco. And then finally, I think a few days later, they had the website ready and you could actually place orders. The sale was just a fiasco. And Severin's kind of a small company, so it's like, I haven't really dealt with them much before. Kind of give them the benefit of the doubt. Some people were really pissed off. Some people were still very supportive. I was kind of in the middle. Like, I was frustrated that I lost those hours of sleep. But it's partially my decision, to do that. I'm frustrated, though, that, they had advertised a sale for a while, and then you couldn't even order stuff those 2 days. So, anywho, I placed a few orders. You can add to your order and place one big order. I spent $320 I came up with is what I spent for this whole order. So PMac hoarded up, including some like limited edition slip covers and things like that. So I figure I ordered there in the beginning of July with how their operation is, very small, all the COVID stuff. I'm thinking, I'm just going to be patient. I'm going to be happy if it comes, mid-August. A month and a half, that's enough time. I'm not going to be checking all the time, checking my email, blah, 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 blah. So I start hearing people are getting their orders, I start getting a little bit frustrated in the middle of August because so many people have, got their orders and I haven't, but I'm still, trying to stay patient. So finally, eventually, it was like, when was it now that I finally got the shipping notice, and I hear that people still haven't gotten theirs shipped, I don't think yet, so I guess I'm lucky to some degree that mine shipped out somewhere towards the end, but not the total end. So today is Thursday. I think mine shipped out, was it 2 Fridays ago? I think like 2 Fridays ago it shipped out, maybe. So almost 2 weeks ago. So here's what happened. It ships out of Arizona, it goes to LA, and then it goes across the country, to New York. So last Friday, it got to Rochester, and I could watch some horror movies that weekend because Charmy was working that weekend. So I'm like, I hope I can get it. I hope I get it Saturday, so I can maybe sneak in one Saturday, or if not, just watch some on Sunday. I'll at least be able to watch some of them on Sunday. And it was at the Rochester station there, whatever you call it. And I was like, it got there Friday, and I think it might have left. It said that it was in transit Friday night, so I'm like, I might get this Saturday. That'd be really sweet. Well, I didn't get it Saturday, so I was like, I'll get it Monday for sure. That was the estimated delivery date, Monday. And it said in transit. I'm definitely going to get it Monday. Well, Monday comes, and then it says delayed. It says it's in transit, but it's been running late or something, it says. So then I start thinking, is it lost? All those things. I'm frustrated. It says it's in transit. Tuesday comes. No update. So I'm now a day past the estimated delivery date, and it's just in transit from Rochester, which is 45 minutes away from where I live. Wednesday comes. Same damn thing. No movement. So last night, Wednesday night, this is Thursday night. Last night, Wednesday night, I'm looking, and I was on Etsy. I was looking up USPS stuff and like packages running late. And there are some sellers on Etsy and a 2015 message board saying that they signed up for the text messages for their package, and their packages that seemed to be stuck were suddenly unstuck. And I was like, yeah, it's probably not going to work. I had already opened up a case with USPS, but they hadn't done anything about it. I had already tried to contact Severin. I think I did both of those things. I think I did that one. I contacted USPS Tuesday. I contacted Severin and USPS again Wednesday. Didn't hear back anything. So I signed up for the tracking on Wednesday night, about 9 p.m. And I woke up at 2 a.m. I had heard my phone buzzing a few times before that, so I look at it, and I see I got a tracking notification that at midnight my package had left the Rochester sorting facility, or whatever it's called. So it was never in transit, it was just sitting there. So I think signing up for the text messaging, either it's a big coincidence that suddenly it got free of that, they shipped it out from that Rochester facility, or something with signing up for the text messages alerted them and they got on their shit. I think probably because several people from Etsy sellers said that was effective for them, signing up for text messages. So it's something that was frustrating for me, hopefully ends up being a learning experience, and then something that maybe you guys can use. If you have a package stuck, go in and sign up for the text messages, which you can do by putting in your tracking number, and then after you track it, there'll be an option to sign up for text messages. So it worked, it shipped out, and then it was out for delivery this morning. It was unbelievable. And now we have, the box feels kind of light for this many items. But I think Severin is mostly just maybe Blu-ray editions, not really combo packs and stuff. It's a big box, but it's kind of light. So I am so excited. This is one of the most longest awaited packages ever. I mean, probably some from the UK and stuff like that where I had to wait a long time. But this, I had to be very, very patient. And I'm excited. Now the problem, I haven't opened this box yet. I did kind of pre-cut it, so I'll be able to just tear it open. Some people are not getting all the items that they ordered. They're realizing that Severin didn't include a few items. And it sounds like it's not just one person. So that's one thing, which will not be an issue as long as I get the limited edition items that I ordered. And Severin's customer service, they have been non-responsive to me. I've reached out to them several times. They've not gotten back to me on Facebook Messenger. They have not gotten back to me through email. So chances are, if it's missing something, they're not going to get back to me for a while. And as long as it's not one of the limited edition items, I'm not really going to be bothered by it. The other issue, of course, would be damage to items. So I'm really hoping that the limited edition items with the slipcovers are in good condition and they're actually in this box. That's the main thing. If it's one of their non-limited things, I'll be able to get another. They'll send me another copy of it, no issue. I think eventually. I mean, it won't be right away, but let's see if we can get this open. I did pre-slice it, but they taped it up pretty good, which is, can't complain about that. I guess you could, but I'm not gonna. All right. Oh man, they packed it up pretty good. It looks like. So I'll go through. I ordered a lot. Like I said, I only have a few Severins. I think probably just ones I got from Hamilton Book. They've had a few Severins for very affordable. And so I thought there was some stuff that intrigued me and some stuff where, like, if I don't like it that much, I can sell it. It's interesting how they did this, actually. And they did include... they included this mid-year sale lanyard. I don't know where you'd ever really use that, but probably throw that in the garbage. Let's start and take a look at the goodies I got. First, we got a British Blu-ray called Jack the Ripper. I think I had almost purchased this before, possibly from Hamilton Book. And I wonder if they have a receipt in here with all the prices. I don't see one. I believe this was $10. And from Hamilton Book, I think it was a few dollars more than that when I was interested in buying it. It says this has the complete UK and US versions in this. I thought the UK version was only on the, like, a special edition of it. So I don't know. It feels like this is only one disc and stuff. So I don't know if this really does have both. It looks like it's region free. Look like one that would be pretty decent. It's from 1959. Jack the Ripper. Okay. Very light, by the way. Up next, I like to get all the Christopher Lee Dracula movies, and he's been in a whole bunch of them. So I got Count Dracula here. From 1970, 98 minutes. Superb, a must-buy for any self-respecting horror movie fan. Cult director Jess Franco and screen legend Christopher Lee collaborated on what they promised would be the most faithful adaptation of Bram Stoker's novel ever filmed. So that's a cool one. And I got, like, I think Scream Factory released a few of those that I got over here if I can find them. Like, here's Dracula, Prince of Darkness that Scream Factory put out. And, yeah, I don't remember the price. This one might have been 10, it might have been 12. But probably, you know, the cheapest it's ever been. Then I got one called James Herbert's The Survivor. This one sounded interesting to me. It has something to do, I think, with a survivor of a plane crash. And I didn't realize, oh my gosh, one of my favorites is in this, Robert Powell. Oh. Most expensive Australian film of its time. The Inferno kills everyone on board except the pilot, played by Robert Powell of Jesus of Nazareth. I love Robert Powell. Oh, he is good. He is so good as Jesus, and he's really good in Harlequin, I think the movie's called. He's got such kind of like a creepiness to him. He's like kind of like a creepy confidence. Robert Powell's great. Joseph Cotton's also in this. Ooh, this is going to the top of the watch list. Robert Powell. I didn't like Kino put out a movie called The Sphinx. I don't know how to pronounce it. Robert Powell's in that. Not that great. But I really like those other ones that I watched. Up next. This was one of my late editions, but I am glad that I got it. It looks like a good one. And it is the Peanut Butter Solution here. extended U.S. theatrical release version from 1985, 90 minutes. Looks like it's got like a little, I don't know if that's just on the, looks like it got like a big scratch, but it's not too bad. 1985, 90 minutes, I already said. This looks like a good one. It sounds like a fun 80s movie. Somebody said the scariest movie of all time. It looks like more of a silly movie than a scary movie to me. The kid flick that scarred a generation, now on Blu-ray for the first time ever in America. Yeah, I've never seen this one, but I looked into it a little bit and it sounded fun. You know, fun 80s movies. I can't go wrong with those, so I'm glad I added that to my order. We got a Slippy version. I can't remember. I thought maybe I didn't think I did order the Slippy version of this, but they sent me the Slippy version. It is Skinner here on Blu-ray, starring Ted Raimi, Ricky Lake, Tracy Lords. Yeah, they sent me the slipcover version, but I'm like 95% sure that I did not order the Slippy version of this. I think the slipcover version of this was much more expensive than the regular version. So if that's the case, hey, I'll take it. I'll take that as like an apology from them. That's sweet. That's a very nice slipcover there. Skinner. And this is one I almost didn't get to. I think this was a pretty late edition, so man, I'm glad I got that. Another one that wasn't in my like first round of picks, but man, I'm glad I got it because I've really heard good things about this. This is the limited edition Killer Crocodile. Killer Crocodile 2. Killer Crocodile 2 is only on the limited edition, and it was only a few dollars more, I think, than the standard one. This is the limited edition bonus Blu-ray disc. Killer Crocodile 2 plus a documentary on the special FX master, Gianetto De Rossi. So this is a really nice one. The slipcover doesn't pop out or anything, but yeah, I think this was like $17, if I remember correctly. I think Skinner was $12 for the standard version, and I thought it was one that was like mid to upper 20s for the slipcover version. So I wouldn't have ordered that expensive of a Skinner. Up next, we have kind of like a more seems like it could be a different kind of movie than the others. Like Severin's a company that releases a lot of, you know, horror stuff like Scream Factory, Vinegar Syndrome, you know, Arrow Video. And actually, I'll tell you, this sale I was more excited for than Vinegar Syndrome because the movie seemed a little bit more mainstreamy to me, a little bit more up my alley, not like kind of trashy, grindhousey, sleazy, like more on the horror side of things and a little bit more mainstreamy. But this one is The Boys Next Door here, starring Charlie Sheen and Maxwell Caulfield. I don't know Maxwell Caulfield. And I don't really know much about this movie other than people were saying that it's good. I looked into it. I did a little research and people really thought that this was a pretty good one. So I went ahead and snagged it up. From 1984, 91 minutes. Apparently it is a frightening movie. But I really, again, I don't know too much about it. It says that scanned in 4K from the original negative. So these are movies I'm going to kind of find out more about. I don't really know a ton about them, quite honestly. We got a Fulci movie. And it is called The Devil's Honey here. Again, I don't remember the price exact. I think the Boys Next Door might have been $12. Devil's Honey, probably around the same. She looks pretty good. Is she the Devil's Honey? From 1986, 83 minutes, so a pretty short one. And again, don't know much about it. It says it embodies the spirit of 80s Eurotrash, sexploitation with every frame. And it's also distinctly a Fulci film. Got some special features. Special features. This one, what is this one? I don't even remember this one. It looks kind of fun, though. Is this a Bill Shatner? Yes, it is. We got some Bill Shatner, baby! In The Devil's Reign. Ernest Borgnine's also in this. Tom Skerritt. John Travolta. John Travolta's in this? From 1975, 86 minutes. Another short one. One of the most notorious drive-in shockers of the 70s. Now restored in HD for the first time ever. Robert Fust is the director. He also directed The Abominable Dr. Phibes. What does it say? Thrust them into an insane tale of rural occult carnage featuring Church of Satan founder Anton LaVey as technical advisor. Holy cow, this is going to be... I like these like occult things. They can be pretty good. I'll like make fun of them, but there's some like truth in them too. This was another one of the late editions. I passed on this early on, and as I read more about it, I'm like, I might as well snag. I think it was real cheap. I think it might have only been like $9. I do try to get a lot of the Roman Polanski movies. While I think he's a creepy weirdo, his movies do seem to contain some interesting elements to them. Possibly some deeper truth drops. And it's called What? And again, I read some reviews on the movie, and I think at first it didn't sound that interesting to me, but I looked into it a little bit more, and I decided, I might as well go ahead and grab it, and then if I want to sell it down the line, I can. From 1972, 110 minutes. Snag some Roman Polanski's. I've really liked some of his movies, so you got to give it a shot. Oh, we got... I want the slipcover ones. Oh, that's a nice one. This is one of their old limited edition slipcover ones. Special limited 2-disc collector's edition. And it is one of the Jess Franco ones. I looked into these and they sounded pretty good. She Killed in Ecstasy. His follow-up to Vampiro's Lesbos. Stunning, a superior slice of eroticism. This is a 2-disc set. It also has a CD. It is a limited edition, but I don't know how limited it is because it's been out for quite a while and they still have copies. From 1970, only 80 minutes. And we got a slipcover. She Killed in Ecstasy. And I think that one was pretty reasonable. Oh, they sent me another slipcover one. Huh. VIY. I definitely did not order the slipcover version of this, but they sent me the slipcover version. I do appreciate that. Severin is getting into my good graces because I think I paid $12 for VIY. And if the slipcover one was like $14, I would have plunked down the dough, but it was like $27 or something. I'm like, nope, not doing that. But again, read good things about this movie. I was interested in it, and I snagged it, and I'm glad I did. For $12, I get the Slippy. Plus the movie in it. I hope I'm not missing one. Let me see here. Yeah, I got some more here that was slipcovers. Here's the really expensive one that I got. This was like, I think this, I'm just checking it because it was, I had to take out like a second mortgage to get this thing. I think it was $34, and I was actually having some buyer's remorse because I had heard everybody talking about like, oh, this was one of the big ones that people thought was going to sell out and stuff like that. I think it had already sold out actually, but they had copies from their like festivals and stuff that they do. They had those copies because of the COVID thing, so they put it out for $34. And I looked into the movie. The movie's supposed to be very good, and I said I'll buy it. This limited edition version's going to be. It's probably going to go up in value anyway if I do want to sell it. And I looked online, and I think it's selling for around $70. So it's already around maybe high 60s, $70. It's already worth more than I paid. And it is Blood on Satan's Claw. And part of the reason I wanted it was, like I said, I looked into the movie a little bit, and it sounded probably like one of their better movies. Limited to 3,000 units, with bonus soundtrack CD composed by Mark Wilkinson. A film by Piers Haggard. Blood on Satan's Claw. This is a nice looking edition. So glad to get that one. And then another slipcover one that I was really happy to get. And I did purchase the slipcover of this one. The slipcover version. Because the slipcover version was it was not that much more than the regular standard version. And it is the Uncanny here. This one I believe has Peter Cushing in it. And I believe it might be I'm not 100% sure, but it might be a British anthology movie. And some of the British anthology movies I have absolutely loved. So I was glad to get this for a very affordable price. I think this might have only been $12 for the slipcover version. So I was really, really glad to get that one. Alright, that might be it for the Slippy Dippies. This is one of the older releases. So I think this one was only $10. PMacMovies. It is Patrick here. On Blu-ray, an Ozploitation horror classic and a really fun cult flick. Patrick. Let's see. So he's this guy played by Robert Thompson. Robert Thompson stars as a comatose killer, seemingly unresponsive in a small private hospital. That sounds like an episode of the X-Files. Wasn't there like some X-Files where the guy was comatose and he's like killing people? Sounds familiar. And it has the Italian score by Goblin, who did that's the group who did a lot of the Argento movies. So that sounds cool to me. Quite a few of these are ones that I want to watch. And actually, I'm just thinking there is one slipcover one that I do not see in here. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go. We got two more slipcover ones. Okay, good. They're all in here. So if they forgot anything, at least they didn't forget the slipcover ones that I ordered. We do have Vampiros Lesbos. Vampiros... I thought there was a loose disc, but I think we're good. Vampiros Lesbos Special Limited 2-Disc Collector's Edition from 1970. 89 minutes. This is another Jess Franco one, adding some more Jess Franco to the collection. The Holy Grail of cult cinema, says DVD Talk, and it did get pretty good reviews. And then this is a cool one. This is another one where the standard edition was pretty similar in price to the slipcover edition. Dario Argento presents Wax Mask. So I believe, it says it's written by Dario Argento and Lucio Fulci. Directed by Sergio Stivoletti. I've read pretty mixed things about this, but it sounds like, giallo-ish. So I was definitely interested in it, and very glad to get the slipcover version for, I think, it was probably like $14 versus $12, and it just made sense to go ahead and spend the extra $2. This was one of their ones that actually sounds like a pretty good movie, and I believe this one might have only been like $5. It is Wild Beasts, 1983, 92 minutes. The good thing is you save, when these companies don't charge tax too, like I thought it was a law where like they had to charge tax nowadays, but they didn't. I'm pretty sure they didn't charge tax, and free shipping too. So that makes it pretty sweet. Wild Beasts. Yeah, I read good things about this one actually. So for $5, I'm gonna snag it. Kind of a fun like creature kind of movie, animal movie. Got a little strawberry lemonade here mixed with water. Don't want it too sweet. Diabetes. Alright. Up next. This one was one I was kind of on the fence about, but I kind of like those like nun movies, where it's at like the little nun sanctuary or whatever you call it. I don't know what that gets called. Dark Waters here on Blu-ray. A Mariano Bano film from 1994, 89 minutes. A lost masterpiece of art house horror. Tense, turbulent, and stuffed full of Lovecraftian terror. It looks like a good one. Nunsploitation, they call it. Nunsploitation. If I was interested in them, I went ahead and snagged. I think that one was probably about $10. Up next. Now this one did have like a limited edition CD version, and I was like, do I really need like the CD in it? I'm never going to use the CD, so the only reason to get it would be like if I'm going to sell it. And I did read that these Bruno Mattei films are like, you know, cheesy fun, but anyway, it is shocking dark on Blu-ray. More of just a fun kind of cheesy. It actually looks pretty cool on the back. Looks like some like Terminator shit going on in the back. Grindhouse Review says 5 stars, sheer insanity and necessary viewing. Wow, you've got to see this movie, says Bloody Disgusting. The most infamous mashup in Euro sleaze history, now in HD for the first time ever. It looks like fun, and again, if I don't like these movies, you know, I can get my money, I can sell them and get my money back and stuff like that. It was released outside the US as Terminator 2 and Alienators, and never before available in America, now scanned in 2K from the director's cut negative, discovered in a Rome lab vault from 1989, 90 minutes. If I didn't already say that, this looks like a fun one. Got crappy reviews, but it sounded like a fun one. So I snagged it. This, I believe, is another Jess Franco one, and it is called Bloody Moon. Now, looking at it here, it doesn't look like something that PMac would necessarily like, but I was interested in getting more of these Jess Franco movies, because, you know, I've heard a lot about them, and I don't know what I have of his. Not very many, if any, like before this haul. Not many. From 1981, 81 minutes, and again, I read kind of mixed things about it, but I wanted to give it a chance. I wanna, you know, experience some different types of movies. Wow, this is a huge haul. Up next, I believe this is from the same director as that other one I showed. Maybe. No, it's not. This is not the same director, but it's called Robo War. Robo War here. This is another one that I believe had like a limited edition CD Blu-ray edition, but I just got the regular one for like $2 less. I didn't really need the CD one. Best movie ever. Robo War is the jewel of Bruno Mattei's very shiny crown. So it is a Bruno Mattei. He had something to do with it. Vincent Dunn directed it. Let's take a look at these. I thought Shocking Dark and Robo War had something to do with each other. Vincent Dunn directed both, so they are from the same director. Bruno Mattei, a film by Bruno Mattei. I'm confused. I don't know. But this one says, unbelievably bonkers, delightfully entertaining. So these are just kind of fun, silly action movies, I think. Robo War. I decided to get them. People said they were fun. And PMac must trust the people. Up next, I read that this one was kind of like a giallo, so I had to have it, even though I read pretty weak things about it. I think it was only $10. It is Byleth, the Demon of Incest. The title didn't draw me in, but reading that it is like a giallo did draw me in. Now scanned in 2K from Negative Elements. Definitely has like giallo elements right on the back with like in the front with the gloves and stuff and the killing. So I don't expect this to be really a great one. Ultra rare Italo shocker on Blu-ray for the first time ever from 1972, 83 minutes. Like me some 70s movies. Yeah, I don't expect this to be great, but snag it up. Ask questions later. Up next, this one has like a thing across the whole middle of it. That's kind of weird. I don't know what that is. I think this is another Australian one. It is Thirst on Blu-ray from 1979, 93 minutes. A superb exercise in postmodern horror. Thirst is a great lost classic just waiting to be discovered by a new generation of horror fans. It's a Ozploitation classic and one of the most unique vampire movies of our time. Ooh, David Hemmings is in this. That's cool. He's from Blow Up, which I think I watched part of, but I still need to watch. But he's in Deep Red. And I think he was in another movie that I liked him in. David Hemmings, Deep Red. I would have to say my favorite giallo of all time. And my first ever watched giallo of all time. So David Hemmings is in this. This might go to the to watch soon pile. That is cool. Yeah, this one is a Blu-ray DVD combo. Most of them are just Blu-rays. Up next, I did end up going ahead and getting the limited edition 3,000 units bonus CD of this one. It is Paganini Horror. From 1988, 84 minutes. So I think this was 14. The one without the CD was 12. For those two other movies, I was kind of like, I don't know if I need it for those. But this one looked like a little bit more interesting type of movie. Stars Donald Pleasance. Again, read pretty mixed to weak things about this movie, but I was just hoarding everything that I was even slightly interested. Let's be honest. PMac's just like, hell, I'm buying everything. I'm just going to buy it and ask questions later. Hopefully I get it eventually. I was going to make a bad CV joke there, but I'm just going to leave that out. The elusive 80s Italian shocker, now on Blu-ray for the first time in America. Writer-director Luigi Cozzi, who did Contamination and Star Crash. Co-writer and star Daria Nicolodi from Deep Red and Tenebrae, both very good Argento movies. Deep Red, great. Tenebrae I thought was really good too. Who put out Tenebrae? I know Arrow did in the UK, but I have the US one. Was it? I feel like it wasn't Severin who put that out. Maybe Synapse. I can't remember. Another Australian one. Turkey Shoot. Turkey Shoot. I wasn't going to get this initially, but I actually read some really good things about it. And I can't remember where I read it, but I did. From 1981, 93 minutes. That girl's attractive. Totally uncut in HD for the first time ever. In a totalitarian near future, defiant citizens are labeled the deviants and sentenced to a brutal behavior modification camps. Sound familiar? If you don't wear the mask, you go to the camp. Let's see. Chosen as human prey for rich people to hunt. It's one of those movies. Those are always fun. That girl looks attractive. She looks nice. Turkey Shoot. I can't remember what I meant. Hopefully I got everything I ordered. It's got to be pretty close. Last one. This is one of the early ones. It actually is of the Intervision label on it. This is hefty. This has got some shit in it. This is a heavy one. It is called Feed the Light. It's been so long since I ordered these. I can't freaking remember what any of them about. Don't judge me! Judge them. But this movie's actually from 2014. 78 minutes. Holy cow, it's short. Directed by Henrik Moller. A hypnotic dream experience is impossible to avoid comparisons with Eraserhead. Intriguing originality. Henrik Moller is a bigger hope for Swedish horror than most filmmakers right now. Inspired by equal parts H.P. Lovecraft, David Lynch, and something far more disturbing. Landmark in underground Swedish horror. I like Swedish movies too, so hopefully this is a good one. It says it's in color, but it looks like it's in black and white there. I like Swedish movies. I need to look more into Swedish movies. So hopefully I got everything I ordered. And we got something else in here too. We got a sticker. And what is this? A poster? What do we got here? Severin Films mid-year sale. That's kind of neat. We got a poster there for the mid-year sale. Smells a little bit. I'm using my senses. I actually didn't get any of the big ones on here. The Enigma, the Demonia. I'm going to wait and get the non-slipcover versions. I didn't grab those. I thought Beast Must Die was in a box set. Yeah, I think it's in that box set I have. And maybe the new version that they put out is like a better version of it or something. But it's right here. The Beast Must Die is in this box set right here. Which hopefully I have one of the other discs somewhere else, because I got Silent Beast Must Die. Where's now the screaming starts? Where the heck did I put it? Uh-oh. It's buried somewhere. I did watch that one here in the last few months. I must just not have put it back in the box. And who the hell knows where PMac put it. If you saw this room, you would have anxiety. But let's go through and see if I actually got everything real quick. You know, if you wanna stick around, all I gotta do is go on Yahoo and search Severin, and I can pull up everything that they sent me. It says my order's been delivered. Okay, it's got everything in here. So, Feed the Light, Peanut Butter Solution, What? Jack the Ripper, Paganini Horror, She Killed in Ecstasy, Vampiros, Lesbos, Bloody Moon, Turkey Shoot, Thirst, Skinner, Devil's Honey, Devil's Rain, Count Dracula, Patrick, The Survivor, Wild Beasts, Dark Waters, Shocking Dark, The Uncanny with slipcover, Robo War, Killer Crocodile, Wax Mask, Byleth, The Boys Next Door, VIY, Blood on Satan's Claw. We got them all, baby. We got them all. Boom. And it looks like all good condition. Hopefully all the discs are good. They even gave me extra slipcovers. So, you know, I can't be mad at Severin. They did a really nice job as far as, you know, giving me a couple slipcovers that they were selling for like double the price I paid for those. You know, Skinner here. I think that they were selling the slipcover version of this for like double what I paid for it. Maybe more than that. And the same goes for VIY. I ordered the standard one. They sent me the slipcover one that was like a lot more expensive. Because like I said, I paid $12 for these. And if they were $14 for the slipcover, I would have got the slipcover versions. But the slipcover versions I think were like 20 something. So glad to get those. They did a nice job in the end. It took forever, and there was frustration with them not responding to me when I emailed them and messaged them and all those things. But in the end, I am a happy customer. And now, you know, since they sent me a couple slipcovers, they did a nice gesture. I will be coming back for more. So I appreciate that, Severin. All my hard feelings are now gone. Unless I open up some of these and the discs are scratched, then the hard feelings are back. OCD movie collectors, they just are bastards, crazy bastards. Let me know what you guys got during the Severin sale. I am excited to have a lot more Severin movies. I think they got some good stuff. They got some at least interesting stuff. I don't know, you know, honestly, all blind buys. I think, yeah, all blind buys, I believe. So, who knows if I'm going to like them all. I'm going to like some, I'm not going to like some, you know, stuff like that. That's normal. I got good prices. I you know, I'll be able to sell them and get my money back if I want to, if I don't like them. But they have, like, some interesting, intriguing storylines. Vinegar Syndrome stuff, some of them do, some of them, like, that's more, I would say the Vinegar Syndromes are kind of not as much up my alley. But I did like, I've liked some of the ones I've watched of those too so far. So actually probably most of them I've liked. But at the same time, I bought the ones that sounded interesting to me. So it makes sense that I would. But PMac has went on for too long. I worked all day today. I worked 8 to 7. I got 4 days off in a row, so you're going to be seeing some more PMacMovies videos. Let me know what you snagged during the sale. Let me know your thoughts on any of the movies I snagged up. Did I beer myself some good deals? Hopefully I did. And we will see you guys next time on PMacMovies.